Hey friend, if you're heading into the new year and thinking, I'd really like to use Dubsado better in my business this year, but I don't want to overhaul my entire business or spend a ton of time trying to figure it all out, this video is for you. I'm walking you through what I would set up first in Dubsado if I were starting fresh. Not everything, not the perfect system, just the pieces that give you the biggest return in terms of booking more clients, reducing mental load, and creating a calmer, more consistent client experience. This is especially for wedding professionals, photographers, planners, DJs, florists, hair and makeup artists, anyone who books clients far in advance and wants their backend to actually support them. Here's what I see all the time. People open Dubsado with really good intentions and then immediately feel overwhelmed. They try to build every workflow, customize everything, use every single feature, automate every part of their business and every service they offer, and give that high-touch client experience. But what ends up happening is nothing actually gets finished. They spend a lot of time spinning their wheels, YouTubing things, Googling things, trying to figure out where something is or how to make Dubsado do X, Y, or Z. So nothing gets finished. Dubsado ends up collecting dust, and you end up spending monthly payments for a tool you're not even using. In case you're new here, let me introduce myself. I'm Amy Pearson, and I help wedding professionals work less, make more, and wow clients using Dubsado systems and automation. I absolutely love automating the heck out of businesses and helping people save time so that they can spend more time doing what they actually started their business to do instead of a bunch of admin work. I don't know about you, but I didn't start my business to do a bunch of admin work. Well, actually, I did. I started my business to be a VA. So basically, I did start my business to do admin work. However, I'm pretty sure if you're here, you didn't start your business to do admin work. So let's dive into what I would set up first. If I were going into the new year, the very first thing that I would set up inside of Dubsado, aside from your settings, which you should definitely take time to walk through setting up all of the settings inside of Dubsado before you do anything else. Then once I was done with that, I would set up a lead capture form and lead capture workflow. So what this means is you're going to create a lead capture form with maybe some simple questions. I would not go more than maybe about 5 questions on this form. You can always send a questionnaire once someone has booked with you to get all the details to take them to the next part of your process. But for this one, I would keep it very short. First name, email, how they found you, maybe their wedding date. For wedding professionals, that's a very important thing to know because if you're already booked for their wedding date, obviously you aren't available. Maybe one of your team members is. And then I would leave it at that. Then I would write one canned email. It lets them know you got their inquiry, you're reviewing it, and when you'll be back in touch with them. And then it gives them maybe another piece of content to review while they're waiting for you to get back to them, possibly a video introducing yourself, how you work, and what your services look like. It could be a case study or a blog post that you've written about choosing someone who does the service that you offer. All of those are great things to give somebody that let them learn a little bit more about you and get them more invested about working with you as a service provider. This is a guilt-free place to automate. Couples don't expect a custom email written at 9:47 p.m. and they just want reassurance that their inquiry went through, they're in the right place, and that they'll hear back soon. This alone can dramatically improve booking confidence. The next thing I would automate is booking support. For many wedding professionals, booking includes a consultation call where you get to learn more about the couple, answer questions about what you do and how you work, diagnose kind of what it is that they need, and understand what package is the best fit for the couple so that when you send the proposal, you're not giving them a whole host of options and confusing them. You're saying, based on our discussion, this is the package that I feel is the best fit for you. Now, you can add a couple add-ons if you want to do that, but I highly recommend not giving a ton of options because that's typically where ghosting happens. Think about a car repair professional. They don't ask you to choose between 10 fixes. They diagnose the issue, recommend the solution, and give you the cost. You get to decide if you want them to fix your car or get a second opinion. Your Dubsado setup should support that by automatically inviting couples to book a consultation call and making it really easy for them to do that. What I love about the Dubsado scheduler is that you can put in your availability and you can link it to your calendar so that when they look at the scheduler, they can see that, oh, they're available on this day at this time. They don't see that you're going to your daughter's soccer game or have a dentist appointment. They just see that you're available for these dates and times, and they can pick one, book their appointment, and move on. It saves them a ton of time and reduces that friction for them to take that next step, which is book that consultation call with you. Next up, you want to be able to send a clean, professional proposal that sells your services and let someone sign the contract online. I love that Dubsado supports this process. It makes it super easy, reduces friction, and makes it so they can approve the proposal, sign the contract, and pay you all within about 5 minutes. Next up, I want to talk about the long middle. This is the part that happens after someone is onboarded. We are skipping a step here. Typically, the process we go through when I map out workflows with clients is lead management, booking, onboarding, and then the long middle section. For wedding professionals, there is a long phase between when they're booked and when the wedding actually happens. A lot of wedding professionals don't take the time to think about this process. They onboard them, then they kind of essentially ghost them until the wedding happens. Maybe they send an email or two right before the wedding, but in my experience and from what I've heard from a lot of wedding couples and vendors, they don't really send a whole lot after they've booked and onboarded the clients. So I want to encourage you to take some time and think through the period that you typically have once someone is onboarded to the wedding. Think about how you can add a few intentional date-based touch points. These are things like just check-in emails. How are things going with your wedding planning? Do you need any help? I'm here for you. Educational emails to help them get more from your services, like wedding hair and makeup, preparing your skin for wedding day makeup. Maybe you recommend they get a facial or they drink a certain amount of water every day or use certain skincare products. These are things that you can send and share your knowledge with your clients and also improve their end result and experience of working with you. They are going to be bragging to their friends all about how you helped them look incredible on your wedding day. And you didn't just show up the day of and you were like a stranger to them. By the time you actually get to the wedding day, you're going to feel more like a friend and someone who held their hand and helped them through this process. Remember, most wedding couples aren't professional wedding planners, hair and makeup artists, and photographers. They do other things in their day-to-day life, and they're not experts on everything to do with weddings. They're going to look to you to be that subject matter expert. Other things that might get sent: engagement session planning, educating your clients about what a first look is or what a bridal session is. Maybe they don't know that's something they might want. Possibly that's an upsell for you. By sharing that information and educating them, you're helping them not regret things they might have missed later because they didn't know. And if you happen to sell a service that way too, that's pretty awesome. But you're doing it in a way that doesn't feel gross or tacky. Other things I've seen are reminders about what to pack on the wedding day. They're so incredibly helpful and completely guilt-free to automate. You can base them on the wedding of your workflows and they automatically get sent out. You can put the time and intention and thought into that email one time and it just gets sent every time until you decide to change what you're doing. Finally, I would set up delivery and offboarding support. This includes a next day thank you email. And if you have deliverables that happen after the wedding day, I would definitely let them know and set those clear expectations for when deliverables are coming. That way you won't get a bunch of emails from couples after the wedding asking when they're going to see their first look or their photos or whatever it is that you're delivering after the wedding. Then you also want to have a process for delivering the items when you say you will. And I recommend planning a review request or sending a feedback form so you can collect referrals and testimonials from clients and build your bank of case studies. I have to say, the offboarding process is almost always one of the processes that people don't really think through. And this is the place where referrals are earned. Some vendors even continue the relationship by sending a follow-up a few months later or an anniversary email congratulating the couple. I've even seen wedding photographers send emails 8 or 9 months before the anniversary, letting them know some great gift ideas for that first anniversary, which happens to be paper. A lot of my wedding photographer friends offer a first anniversary session. That is a way to sell something to help them out with that whole first year anniversary gift idea. It feels thoughtful, which is really nice. If I had to sum this up, I would say don't try to build all of this at once in Dubsado. I would start with something simple like a lead capture workflow, and then you can add on to it from there. You can work on one section at a time and add emails as you get more notes from clients and questions to help fill in that long middle section from onboarding to offboarding. Your systems are always going to be constantly improved. There's always something where you're like, oh, I want to tweak this email, or I want to add a little something here to help my couples understand X, Y, or Z. But if you work on one piece at a time, you can finish that, put it into practice, see how it works, and then add more from there. If you want help figuring out what to build first, I have a mini course called Map Your Client Experience in 30 Minutes that walks you through this step by step. It gives you a handout that helps you make sure you don't miss anything. And if you want a second set of eyes, I also offer system strategy sessions. We can review your map together and create a more cohesive plan, complete with a workflow map and a content list so you can go and build everything in Dubsado and not waste a ton of time jumping around building the things that you forgot because they weren't in your content plan. I'll link both of those things below. And if this video was helpful, let me know in the comments or tell me what part of Dubsado you want help with next. Until next time, work less, make more, and wow clients.